So let us do one more problem on trigonometric identities. Let us see what the problem is. Here we have given that. Okay, here not proved. Okay, if this is if, okay, if secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C equal to secant A minus tan A into secant B minus tan B into secant C minus tan C. This is the given condition. Then we need to show that what? Prove that each side of the equation is equal to plus or minus 1. So how to show that? See here. We need to show either this side equal to, means this expression, this entire expression equal to plus or minus 1, or this entire equation equal to plus or minus 1. That means each side, either this side, either LHS equal to plus or minus 1 or RHS equal to plus or minus 1. We need to show, because both are same, we get plus or minus 1. Okay, both. So here take LHS. So first do one thing, take the given condition, write it down. Secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C equal to secant A minus tan A, okay, into secant B minus tan B into secant C minus tan C. This is the given condition in upper line. Okay, we wrote it. Okay, anyways guys, so we need to do something here. As you know that on both sides of the equation, if you multiply with the same numbers, okay, here also you multiplied with 3 and that side also if you multiplied with 3, the equation remains same, because on cancellation of 3 on both sides, again the same will be same expressions will be left on either side. So like that, here also we need to multiply here both sides with some 3 expressions, not one expression. Product of 3 expressions we are going to multiply. Okay, what are that expressions? Let me tell you here. Let me multiply here with secant A plus tan A plus secant B, secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. With these 3 expressions we need to multiply on both sides. Okay, we are going to multiply this side and this side with secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. With that we are going to multiply on both sides. 3 expressions, not one expression, right? So let us write it down. It will be a bit lengthy expression, don't be panic. Okay, secant A plus tan A okay, into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. Now we wrote this. Now we are again multiplying with what? Secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C on this side first. Again I am writing secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. Okay, on this side we multiplied with 3 expressions. What are that? Let me show you here with what we multiplied. Okay, with this 3 expressions we multiplied on this side. So value will be changed or not? For that, for balancing that, what we have to do? We need to multiply with the same expressions on RHS part also. Let me do that now. Okay, equal to, I wrote here equal to, write down these expressions first. Secant A minus tan A into secant B minus tan B into secant C minus tan C. Okay, now we wrote these expressions. Now we need to multiply with this expression on other side also, means here we do multiplication. So tell me secant A, same expression, secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. Okay. Now what we did here, okay, we took the given condition, okay, we took this given condition and we multiply on both sides with secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C on both sides. On this side also we multiplied, and in RHS part equal to, after this RHS part here also we multiplied with the same expressions over here, right? So now what happens, just try to rearrange the terms in these two both sides expressions. Try to rearrange the terms. What we have to do for that, see here, secant A plus tan A into secant A plus tan A, both are same expressions, no? Secant A plus tan A into secant A plus tan A, that would be whole square or not? Yes. Secant A plus tan A whole square. Okay, now similarly secant B plus tan B and secant B plus tan B multiplied twice, so we can get it square also. Secant B plus tan B, for this also whole square. Similarly secant C plus tan C and secant C plus tan C, it is also multiplied twice, so we can write secant C plus tan C whole square. Okay, RHS part somehow settled. Okay, now coming to LHS part, sorry, LHS part is somehow settled. Now coming to RHS part. Now just tell me, secant A minus tan A is there. Just let me show you here. I will tick here, secant A minus tan A into secant A plus tan A, we can do or not? For our convenience we are multiplying these two, secant A minus tan A into secant A plus tan A. So this is in the form of A plus B into A minus B, which can be written as what? A square minus B square. Here A would be secant A, B would be tan A, so A plus B into A minus B. So what do we get here? A square minus B square. What is A? Secant square A. Okay, here secant square A minus, what is B square? Tan square A. Similarly, if you observe here, secant B minus tan B and here secant B plus tan B are multiplied together. So what do we get? Secant square B minus tan square B. Similarly for secant C minus tan C into secant C plus tan C. Therefore it is secant square C minus tan square C. Okay, now we multiplied on both sides. Now tell me, what about the trigonometric identity secant square theta minus tan square theta? Yes, second trigonometric identity says that secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. So tell me, this value of this expression would be how much? 1. And value of this expression would be how much? 1. Value of this expression would be how much? 1. So 1 into 1 into 1. So entire expression value on RHS side would be how much? 1. So here we got, see here, secant A plus tan A whole square into secant B plus tan B whole square into secant C plus tan C whole square equal to what? 1 into 1 into 1, that would be 1. Applying square root on both sides. So square rooting on both sides, what do we get? Square root on both sides. Apply. Okay, square root is applied on both sides. Then what happens? I don't want to write square root here because it will be a bigger symbol. Obviously, after applying the square root, what do we get? Here squares, all the expressions are having squares and all are multiplied together and having common square in common. So square will be cut down with square root. So what will be left over this side? Okay, implies what happens? Secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. Okay, square, all the squares are cancelled with the square root, and here root over 1 means square root 1 is equal to what? 1 itself. Okay, sorry, square root of 1, no? Square root of 1 means what? For square root there exist two different values, one with plus and one with minus. So that would be how much? Plus or minus 1. I think we obtained answer. Okay, what did we get here? We are asked to find, we are asked to find that, we need to prove that each side of the equation is equal to what? Plus or minus 1. So here this side of the equation is what? Cot A, secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C plus tan C. Value of this should be how much? Plus or minus 1. Or else value of this expression should be how much? Plus or minus 1. First we have shown like this, see here. So this is secant A plus tan A into secant B plus tan B into secant C minus tan C equal to plus or minus 1. Okay. So we have shown that this expression is equal to plus or minus 1. So LHS part is equal to plus or minus 1. So it is, we got it. But one more thing we have to show. Either side means each side of the equation is equal to plus or minus 1 we have to show. Na? So already we have shown this. And we said that these two expressions are equal. When this equal to plus or minus 1, so this is also equal to what? Plus or minus 1 or not? So similarly we can write what? Similarly, okay, secant A minus tan A into, sorry, secant B minus tan B into secant C minus tan C equal to also plus or minus 1. So therefore we could find what is asked to us for finding. Understood? So like this we need to find it here. So actually this problem is the simplest problem, but it is lengthy. Okay, it is very bigger in length. Okay, there is nothing, actually length only is big, otherwise the problem is very easily solved. Understood? So anyways guys, like this also sometimes problems might be given. You don't need to be panic after seeing the length of that. Simply by multiplying with some factors we can get the answers like this. Understood? This is a very simplest problem. Anyways, if you did not understand anything, or if you are expecting any other topic from us, please put down in the comment section. Your comments are very important for us to understand that to what extent we need to teach the students. Understood? So we want to know your exact requirements. For that you please put down the comments, and for today this is it.